naming hydrocarbons is because you need to be able to name a compound by its given formula. UPAC is the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. It is the international authority for chemical nomenclature. It creates recommendations for the chemical global language community.
An hydrocarbon is an organic compound that is made only of hydrogen and carbon atoms. There are different types of hydrocarbons depending on their bond. If it is a single bond, it's an alkane. If it's double, it's an alkene. If it's triple, it's an alkyne. And if it's a cyclic bond, it's an aromatic.
The alkanes are a family of hydrocarbons that share the same general formula. This is CnH2n plus 2. The general formula means that the number of hydrogen atoms in an alkane is double the number of carbon atoms plus 2. And this is how to name them. First, identify the longest carbon chain. Then, identify all of the substituents. Then, number the carbons of the parent chain from the end that gives the substituents the lowest numbers. If the substituents occur more than once, the location of each point on which the substituent occurs is given. If there are two or more different substituents, they are listed in alphabetical order using the base name, ignoring the prefixes. If chains of equal length are competing for selection as a parent chain, then the choice goes in series to the chain which has the greatest number of side chains, the chain whose substituents have the lowest numbers, the chain having greatest number of carbon atoms in the smaller side chain, and the chain having the least branched side chains. A cyclic ring hydrocarbon is designated by the prefix cyclo, which appears directly in front of the base name. In this example, we need to start from this end because in this end, you will encounter a branch in a shorter distance than on this. So you start numbering them from 1 to 7. Then you count in which carbon the branch is. For example, in this second carbon the branch CH3 is. So in the carbon 2 and in the carbon number 5 the branches are. So we put 2,5 dimethyl, D because they are 2. And then we go to the main carbon chain. We put 3 because in the carbon 3 is a double bond, and then hep because they are 7 carbons, heptane because it's a double bond.
Well, the UPAC rules for alkene and cycloalkene are: number 1, the NEE suffix ending indicates an alkene or sometimes a cycloalkene. Number 2, the longest chain chosen for the root name must include both carbon atoms of the double bond. Number 3, the root chain must be numbered from the end of the nearest a double bond carbon atom. If the double bond is in the center of the chain, substituent rule is used to determine the end where numbering starts. The smaller of the two numbers designating the carbon atoms of the double bond, it is used as the double bond locator. If more than one double bond is presented, the compound is named as a diene, triene, or equivalent prefixes, indicating the number of double bonds, and each double bond is assigned a locator number. Substitute groups contain double bonds are H2C with a double bond of CH, which is a vinyl group, H2C with a double bond of CH attached to a CH2 is an allyl group. Some examples we have seen are 2-ethyl 1-hexene or 2-ethyl-X 1-ene, or sometimes it comes with 2-methyl 2-pentene, which normally they contain double bond.
Naming alkenes, like previously mentioned, the UPAC rules are used for the naming of alkenes. Rule 1. Find the longest carbon chain that includes both carbons of the triple bond. The rule 2 is the number of the longest chain starting at the end closest to a triple bond. A first alkene is referred to as a terminal alkene, and alkenes at any other position are called internal alkenes. The rule 3. After numbering the longest chain with the lowest number assigned to the alkene, label each of the substituents as its corresponding carbon. Arrange the substituents in alphabetic order. If there are more than one of the same substituent, use the prefix D, 3, and tetra for 2, 3, and 4 substituents respectively. If there is an alcohol present in the molecule, number the longest chain starting at the end closest to it and follow the same rules. When there are 2 triple bonds in the molecule, find the longest carbon chain including both the triple bonds. Number the longest chain starting at the end closest to a triple bond that appears first. The suffix that will be used to name this molecule. Rule 4. Substituents containing a triple bond are called alkyl.
Hydrocarbons are those which contain one or more benzene rings. The steps for naming an aromatic hydrocarbon are the following. Find the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms. Second, name the longest chain with the appropriate alkene name. Third one, find the substituents and name each of them. 4, number the carbons. 5, list the groups alphabetically. 6, proceed each group with its correct prefix. Well, these are some examples of hydrocarbons: methyl, benzene, naphthalene, phenolphthalein, and that's it.